We are in the home stretch of two hotly contested gubernatorial campaigns this year, one in the state of Virginia and the other in New Jersey, where businessman Jack Ciattarelli, who narrowly lost 4 years ago, is going for the governor's mansion again, up against Democrat Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill. The Garden State providing one of the biggest tests for both parties since the 2024 presidential election. Republicans haven't won the governorship there since 2009, but now the race is neck and neck, and Jack Ciattarelli joins me now on this very busy final weekend of campaigning. Mr. Ciattarelli, great to see you. I was there 4 years ago in the ballroom in New Jersey on election night with you, and boy, was it close, and that room was absolutely electric, closer than anybody thought that it would be. You outperformed President Trump at the time, even in the New York City suburbs. Talk to us about how different this race is from the last one in terms of the issues and the dynamics of the campaign.
Tom, the energy this time around is electric all around the state. The reception of minority communities has been overwhelmingly positive. And I just picked up this morning another prominent Democrat who's endorsed my candidacy. And when Democrats start endorsing the Republican, it tells you how badly people want change. But you know what's different this time around, Tom, is I'm not competing with a pandemic. Back at 21, it wasn't easy running for governor when there's a shelter-in-place order. I was going up against an incumbent. My opponent is no incumbent. And there's just a lot less indifference. Because of the closeness of my race in 21, people now know inside New Jersey and all around the country, we can win this thing. I'm telling you, we're in position. I feel really confident about delivering a win for New Jersey Tuesday night.
Sherrill was up by 20 points earlier in the year against you. She's now leading by just 1 point, according to the latest Emerson poll, and you're leading among independents by 5 points. Now, I know you should always run like you're behind, but given the numbers, and you know, sometimes a lot of times these pollsters, they don't factor in or they minimize Republican turnout in their numbers. Do you feel like you're ahead at this point?
Tom, you're spot on. And to answer your question, yes, I really do. Just because of what I experience each and every day when I'm out there on the trail. But the really good news for us is traditionally, historically speaking, here in New Jersey, Republicans underpoll in the polls. We saw that in 21. They had me down 12 points with 2 weeks to go. We lost by less than 3. So we really like our position. The other point you made is a very compelling one. You know, the quote-unquote majority party in this state are the 2.5 million unaffiliated independent voters. They lean right, and we have a pretty good margin with those folks. Also, when people are asked, if you look at the crosstabs, my enthusiasm factor amongst voters is way higher than my opponent. And when people were asked outright, who do you think is ultimately going to win? 54% said Jack Ciattarelli.
Mr. Ciattarelli, Donald Trump lost New Jersey by less than 6 points last November. That shocked a lot of folks. And as you know, he's making fighting illegal immigration and violent crime two very big components of his agenda. New Jersey is home to Newark, Camden, and Trenton, all cities that have dealt with immigration and crime problems for decades. Is that an issue that may be the thing that turns a blue state more red this year?
Absolutely. The president secured the border. My job is to secure our state. And I'll do that by getting rid of, by executive order on day one, no town in our state will be a sanctuary city. We will not be a sanctuary state. That's how I keep the state safe. The way to keep our neighborhoods safe is by reforming bail reform. Cashless bail has failed New Jersey. It's created a professional criminal who's learned how to game the system. Talk to your local cops about arrest, release, repeat. It's real, and it's demoralizing for cops. So no sanctuary cities, no sanctuary state, and let's get rid of cashless bail. That's how we keep New Jersey safe.
I think that may be a sign of how the opposite side feels about their campaign. President Obama is going to be campaigning with your opponent in these waning days. I have to ask you about the folks across the river from you. Is it possible that a socialist, radical Islamist, anti-Semite who may become the mayor of the city of New York, a lot of folks there in the suburbs, right outside New York City, in New Jersey, very nervous about this. Do you think that there is a Mondami effect that could impact your race as well?
I really don't. New Jersey is not New York City. You mentioned how much of our population lives here in the suburbs. And so I'm hoping he doesn't win. But if he does, I'm going to stand up for New Jerseyans every single day of the week, including the 400,000 that go into Manhattan every day to work. Just because they leave our borders doesn't mean I'm not responsible for their safety.
Mm-hmm. Mr. Ciattarelli, final question. I usually ask this in the last few days of a campaign. Is there a story that stands out among all of the thousands of voters and tens of thousands of voters that you have met in this campaign? Is there a personal story that has inspired you to keep on going? I know how hard campaigning can be.
Senior after senior, Tom, comes up to me and says, listen, I really want to live my years out in the house in which I raised my family. I think it's criminal that they can't in New Jersey. So by making all retirement income tax-free, freezing property taxes once you hit age 70, these are two things that are in my platform that I feel very strongly about that will allow seniors to live out their lives in comfort, in security, in the homes in which they raised their families.
Republican gubernatorial candidate for New Jersey, Jack Ciattarelli. The nation's eyes are on the Garden State. They're watching you. Thank you so much for being here, sir.
Thanks, Tom.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.